I was also like, yo.
Oh, we're live. Hi, everyone. Welcome, welcome. Good evening. Hope you are all prioritizing your mental health, especially as we approach this, the end of the year. Cool. Welcome, welcome. Let me start. My name is Faiza Lak. I am a member of the National Leadership Collective at Rise in Zansi. Today, we're diving into a very important conversation, something that's really close to my heart. We are basically going to dive into, which essentially is part of our 16-day activism campaign against GBV. And for those who don't know about Rise in Zanzi and are just tuning in, Rise in Zanzi is a citizen-led political movement, and we're gearing up for the 2024 election. We believe it's time for people to rise and build the South Africa we deserve. And our vision for South Africa is to build a safe, equal, prosperous, and united South Africa in a single generation. So that's in 25 years. And when we speak about safety, safety means that Faiza can walk alone in the streets and not feel I have to send my live location to my friends just so I have someone making sure that I'm safe. And that's the kind of world we want to live in. And that brings us to this global pandemic, gender-based violence. Gender-based violence affects all genders and sexual orientation. It is a very real issue in South Africa. It impacts the economy, it impacts the community, it impacts families, and the survivors' well-being. And at Rise Mzansi, we are committed to extend beyond just acknowledging this issue, the issue of gender-based violence. We want to understand deeply the intricate roles that government plays, society plays, and civil organization play in prevention and how we can combat this issue together. And this Thursday, we have the privilege to have Cayenne Leung, a lawyer and a GBV activist, join us to unpack the impact of austerity on GBV support system, because when government have budget cuts, it does affect resources towards GBV survivors and creating a safer community. However, it's equally crucial to recognize the vital role that civil society plays and organization plays in this battle. So a prime example of this kind of proactive engagement is Women for Change, who have really showcased very innovative approaches through social media campaigns, initiatives, and activities like the Run for Her virtual race, with a powerful hashtag, Say Her Name. It is not only about creating awareness, but also is to serve as a platform to amplify the voices and stories of those who have experienced GBV firsthand. But without further ado, let me introduce you to our guest for today, Bolelwa Tando Adonis. She is the spokesperson of Women for Change, a proud mental health awareness advocate and social justice activist. Welcome, Bolelwa.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for having us as Women for Change. We really appreciate this. And I'm so thankful for platforms like these. I think not too many people take conversations like these seriously. So I really appreciate this opportunity.
Yeah, at Rise and Zansi, we take safety a very, very serious issue. And so we're looking forward to actually learn from you and actually take this conversation and add that to our People's Manifesto, because we haven't actually drafted our manifesto. Well, it hasn't been published yet, but in January is where we will launch. And we're currently undergoing a People's Manifesto consultation process where we're going to communities, to rural areas, urban areas, townships, sitting under a tree and literally asking people, what are the challenges, the concerns, visions, the solutions, your aspirations for your community to really draft of People's Manifesto. So today we hope that we can learn some insights from your organization. Let me get right in and ask you the questions. So let me just start by saying that, in a world where silence can be very, very deafening, Women for Change, for me, really emerge as a powerful voice. Because you guys have this belief that change begins when voices unite against injustice. So I want to find out what really inspired the creation of Women for Change, and how has it evolved since you guys started?
Sure. Firstly, I want to say thank you so much for saying that. What a profound way to describe the work that we do. So essentially, Women for Change was founded in 2016. That is when our founder, Sabrina, founded this organization. So what had happened was that year, a teenager, a 15-year-old girl, was murdered I think she was running at a very public spot, and unfortunately she was murdered. And after that, our founder was provoked and thought that enough was enough, and that that she needs to create awareness, that awareness needs to be a thing. And then what happened was that same year, Women for Change, at the very beginning, organized a memorial at the very same spot, in the very same running spot where the young teenager was murdered. And I think that there was about not 13, apologies, 3,000 people that had joined, because I think it shocked a lot of people, it provoked a lot of people. So it essentially started there. It started as something that was simply to create awareness. And as you can see, it blew up into being so much more than that. Like you said, it starts with being a voice to the voiceless. And I think it expanded much more than just being an awareness platform. It is, we are a safe haven for victims and survivors. A lot of families come to us, and in our DMs, you would swear that we are all qualified counselors or psychologists, where people just quite literally pour out their experiences to us. They send us pictures, gruesome pictures, and they just they explain what they've gone through. As like I love how you mentioned that this pandemic impacts families, impacts the community. I love how you touched on different aspects of this global pandemic. So it's essentially started in 2016 as something that was supposed to be something that creates awareness against gender-based violence. But little did we know we would be an organization that creates awareness 365 days all year round. We have become a voice to the voiceless. As you said, we have become a platform that also helps people to spread awareness of missing loved ones, things like that, and just to I guess link people to other organizations that can help them out, be it with counseling or be it with legal issues. So yeah.
Yeah. No, I've been following you guys for, I think, 3 years now, and it has really showed me a really different way of combating this issue, and advocating for this issue. So actually, let's dive into the campaigns that you and your team have started. You guys challenged norms. You guys took issues head on, and forced society to really confront really unknowable truths. So can you share very specific campaign or initiatives that you believe that have really made a significant impact?
I think I like how you explained what Rise Zansi does, and how you guys are like there